stay here all the way to New Jersey at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, yeah. Now that's what I call the complete gentleman. He hasn't even given a thought as to how he's going to get home. Maybe he'll stop over. Hey, Paul, you don't think... No, not my mother. Well, then again, anything can happen with the Sheik of Budapest. Hey, I have an idea. Let's take a bottle of scotch downstairs, ring all the bells, and yell police, just to see who comes out of whose apartment. Paul, what's the matter, darling? Don't you feel well?
What a rotten thing to do to your mother.
What?
Do you know what she just felt? Do you know what kind of a night it was for her?
Well, it's not over yet.
Well, you were not sitting here with that lady 2 minutes ago. You were upstairs with that Hungarian Tucson. She was miserable. Her face looked longer than the trip it took her earlier tonight.
Well, she never said anything to me.
She's too good a sport. She bent the whole car that way. Boy, dragging the lady all the way middle of the harbor for a bowl of shipping.
It was Greek bean soup, and at least she tasted it. She didn't just jab her knife into it saying cute little epigrams like, oh, 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 I think there's someone in there.
But that's right. At least I was honest about it. You ate the whole 2 bowls just to show off to that Al Capone next table.
What are you so angry about, Paul?
Tell you, I felt bad for your mother.
Why? Where is she this very minute? Alone with probably the most attractive man she's ever met? Don't tell me that doesn't beat the hell out of Curlers in the Late Late Show.
No, I just can't hear it now. What a sparkling conversation they must have. He must be telling her about the chicken cacciatore he wants cooked for the High Lama Teba, and she must be sitting there shoving those pink pills in her mouth.
You never can tell what people talk about when they're alone.
You know, I don't understand why you can't be so unconcerned about this.
I'm concerned? I'm plenty concerned. Do you think I'm going to get one wink of sleep tonight until that phone rings? I'm scared to death for my mother, but I'm grateful that there's finally something to be scared about. What I'm really concerned about is you.
Me.
Begin to wonder if you're capable of having a good time.
Why? Because I like to wear gloves in the winter?
No, because there isn't the least bit of adventure in you. Do you know what you are? You're a watcher. There are watchers in this world, and there are doers. And watchers sit around watching the doers do. Well, tonight, I did, and you watched.
You know what? It was harder to watch what you did than it was for you to do what I was watching.
You can't let your hair down for 1 minute. You can't even relax for one night. But Paul, sometimes you act like such a...
What a stuffed shirt?
I didn't say that.
That's what you're implying.
That's what you're anticipating. I didn't say that you were a stuffed shirt, but you're extremely proper and dignified.
I am proper and dignified. When was I proper and dignified?
All right, the other night at Delfino's, you were drunk, right?
That's right, I was stoned.
Well, there you go. I didn't even know until the next morning. You're a funny kind of drunk. You just sat there looking unhappy and watching your coat.
Corey, I was watching my coat because someone else was watching it. Because you know what? If you like, I will get drunk for you sometimes. I'll show you slow. I'll make your hair stand on the end.
That isn't necessary.
I tell you what, something reminded me. In PJ Clark last New Year's Eve, I punched an old lady. Don't get me about getting drunk and all.
All right, Paul.
When else was a problem?
Always. You always dress right. You always look right. You always say the right thing. You're extremely close to being perfect.
That's a rotten thing to say.
You can't even walk into a candy store and ask the lady for a Tootsie Roll. You gotta walk up to the counter, point at it, and say, oh, that thing in the brown and white wrapper.
It's ridiculous.
And you're not? That's just the trouble. Like, last Thursday night, walk barefoot with me in Washington Square Park. Why not?
Very simple answer. It was 17 degrees below.
Exactly. It's very sensible and logical, except it isn't any fun.
You know what, Corey? If you, I was thinking you might be, or you've been happier if you would, you would be in some friendship with someone a little bit more flamboyant and colorful, like a geek.
Well, it used to be a lot more relaxed than a stuffed shirt.
Well, I thought you said I wasn't.
Well, you are now.
I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to this. I have a case in the court tomorrow morning.
Oh, where are you going?
To sleep.
And now? How can you sleep now?
Well, I'm going to close my eyes and count niches. Good night.
No, you can't go to sleep. We're having a fight.
Corey, you have a fight, and then you're to turn off the light.
Oh, it's insane! You can't even control your emotions.
See, Adolphe, yes. Cold feet, no.
Line.
Don't oversimplify this.
Don't you oversimplify this. I'm angry. Can't you see that?
Corey, look, it's 2:15 in the morning. If I sleep in the next probably half an hour, I can have at least 5 hours of sleep. I'll call you from the court tomorrow morning and we will find
You
out.
will not go to sleep. You'll stay here and fight to save our marriage.
If our marriage hinges on breathing fish balls and poof la poof, it's not worth saving. I'm not going to crawl into our tiny little bed, and if you would care to join me, we'll sleep left to right tonight.
You won't discuss this? You're afraid to discuss this? I'm a married coward!
Corey, would you please bring in the pills? The closet's dripping.
Lord, I hate you. I hate you! Oh, I really hate you!
Corey, I have learned a very important lesson in the court. That's be careful when you're tired and angry, because you might say something that's outrageously hurting. Now, I am tired and angry.
Coward.
Right. I'm going to say something that I will soon regret. You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe we have nothing in common. Maybe we rush into this marriage a little bit too fast. Maybe our love is not enough. Maybe two people should have to take more than a blood test. Maybe they should be checked for, I don't know, common sense, understanding, emotional maturity.
All right. Why don't you get that passed in the Supreme Court? Only those couples writing letters from their psychiatrist will be permitted to get married.
My God, you're impossible.
You're unbearable.
You belong in a nursery school.
At least it's a lot more fun than the home for the fuddy-duddies.
All right, all right. I've had it. Listen, Corey,
Don't touch me. Don't you touch me. I don't want you near me ever again.
Now, wait a minute, Corey.
No, I can't look at you. I can't be in the same room with you.
Why?
I just can't. Not when you feel this way.
When I feel what way?
What do you feel about me?
God, you're hysterical.
I'm not hysterical. I know exactly what I'm saying, and it's no good between us, Paul. It never will be again.
Holy cow.
Sorry.
Oh, for Pete's sake, go ahead and cry.
Don't you tell me when to cry. I'll cry when I want to cry, and I'm not gonna have my cry until you're out of this apartment.
What do you mean out of this apartment?
You certainly don't think that we're gonna live here now, together, after tonight, do you?
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I want a divorce.
A divorce? What?
I'm sorry. I can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Oh.